Hey guys, good morning. This is going to be one for my Laurel guys. Chad and Raymond, you guys all know who you are. This is a local chert that I have around me, and it's really tough to work. It does heat treat nice, and there's excellent quality pieces of it, but for the most part, it's really inconsistent and really tough to work. But I've got a piece here that I heat treated, and it looks, somewhat homogeneous, consistent all the way through. So I am going to see what I can do. Probably won't get too fancy. I've been wanting to make some Adinas, so I might just make an Adina out of it. Make a real nice Adina. So if you're curious about Laurel Chert, this is it. See what we can do. I'll probably do most of this out here free-handed. Trying to get some napping in before it gets too hot today, man. It's supposed to be hotter than it's been in about 10 years here today. How hot is hot? Probably nothing compared to what some of you guys are used to in the South, but it's supposed to hit 100 and have a heat index of 105 or 110, but the humidity's ridiculous. It stormed this morning. Everything's soaking wet right now, and there's a breeze that's really nice, but as soon as that sun comes out, it starts burning everything off. Not gonna be good. I finished up my side job yesterday, thankfully. Remodeled a bathroom for a lady I'd done some work for in the past. I guess not really a remodel, more of a freshen up. Anyways, so probably just going to try to flatten this thing out as much as I can. Try to do it early on. Take some nice big thick thinning flakes. I think I'm going to break into this nodule of Flint River here in a little bit. I'll film it too. I'm going to try to make a Danish dagger out of this thing. Let's see how it goes. I've got it set up, or actually, my friend Jeff, who I got it from, has got it set up here I can probably hit it and knock this off. This will act as a ridge and square this back off. And start preforming it out. I almost want to just keep that piece as a specimen, but awful lot of good chipping in there. Man, that little bullseye thing in there is kind of pretty. That's kind of pretty. And for y'all that's worried about noodle breathing in the silica, I do have a fan. I always have a fan blowing a crosswind across me, so it blows the dust away before it drops down on her. Most of it, the fine stuff anyways, huh? You just gotta be right there in that pile of rocks. Quit that. Biting my toes. Turkey. Let's see. Okay. Hey, quit. Just another week or so and cool down enough to get back down south and get some more rocks, man. I got the fever. I'm hooked. I gotta get my fix. Next run's gonna be Hornstone and Horse Creek, hopefully. I did get another invite to go with another guy. Hopefully get some Hopkinsville and some hornstone that's like orange in color. I think they call it Eddiesville Chert or something. But I'm looking forward to that. This will all be in September. Trying to round me up some money for. I don't think I'm gonna stay in the hotels anymore. I'm gonna try to get a campground somewhere. There's usually always campgrounds around where I'm rock hunting. Maybe not right around, but be worth driving to save money on a hotel room. You're looking at $150 for a room anymore. Ridiculous. Just trying to regularize this thing and get some nice smooth contours. Nice convexity on both sides. Stuff really did heat treat nice. Stuff napping more like Flint Ridge than Laurel. I'm sure it'll have a surprise somewhere for me. I don't know though, it's looking pretty sweet. Get one right across here. You just don't even care, do you? You don't even care, do you? That was a good one. Going all the way over to there. See if I can do that again. Man, I wish all the Laurel chipped like this piece. I'd be going and getting a truckload of this stuff. Almost made it over there. Trying to get that step fracture. Might be able to get it from right here. Yeah, I think so. Got it. Spacing these flakes out, and that's leaving me areas of raised mass that I can come back and get. Try to hit right here. Perfect. I'm just going to take down these deltas a little bit and smooth these contours. Try to get it back regular again. It's kind of like thin, trim, regularize, thin. You know, I have a hard time getting in a routine, and I've had a hard time finding a routine that I can follow that seems to work, instead of just going completely 100% random on it. What I'm finding is I can hit a lot more edges than I thought I could with these lead-filled boppers. It depends a lot on the amount of grinding and the angle the edge is, and just being familiar with areas that look like where you know a flake can go. You know, if you give that bulb enough material to mass in there to get in there and do its thing, it'll fan out and take a nice flake. It's that's what makes this whole thing predictable. I think we're about ready to do some pressure flaking. Try to clean this bottom up here a little bit. And when you're striking on the base, I've been trying to do most of my thinning from these bottom edges down here now, and it's been working out really, really well. On this one, I probably should have paid more attention to that, but it's not bad. Probably get one across here, maybe. Yeah. It just thins that base out so much. Another little one there. Why not? Little one there. So I knew I could cut a plane through there and remove that mask because it's just all right out here by the edge. As long as you got your very edge right here next to center line or even a little below, you can, with a rounded off edge, you can usually just hit it and it'll knock that short flake in there. Get rid of that mask. So now we're left with kind of an overhanging edge, which isn't ideal. And it's all kind of raggedy, so I thin, I'll trim. Uh-oh. Trying to get fancy. She's getting thin. I got this thing backed into pushing it into my hand back here. As long as you keep tension on it, pulling in a straight line this way, you're pretty safe. That's the one I wanted. Heck yeah, this thing's shaping up nice. Let's do a little pressure flake. Guess I need to figure out what I'm going to make. I said I was going to do an Adina, didn't I? Alright, let's stick to that. Stick to that plan. Excuse me. It's looking like it wants to be a Clovis. That'd be a cool one to try to make a replica. I've got a Clovis laying over there. It's made out of Laurel, I think. It's a couple inches long. Yeah, I'm gonna do an Adina. Get a little convexity going here on this side. See if we can get her straightened out a little bit. Lift part of the edge off. I like to leave that pink up here on the tip. It's a seam in there and it's not wanting to cooperate. There it went. Daggone it. Stuff doesn't have enough resilience to let that flake crack start right out by the edge. It's pulling the whole piece off. It's really soft stuff, which is really strange because this, well, it's heat treated. This looks like a nice piece too. I'm going to try to get another percussion flake. Maybe a couple more. Man, this thing's begging to be a Clovis. Sometimes the rock just wants what it wants, I guess. Alright. Here we go. We're going to do a Clovis. Laurel Clovis. You know what? Let me grab my other one. Not that I'm going to be able to make a replica, but obviously way bigger. But yeah, it's only fluted on one side. This thing's been reworked, in my opinion. This piece was worked around this flute, so it's probably a much larger piece, and this whole piece has been worked down around this. This was probably part of the original flute scar. There's no remnant of the nipple or anything. I think this is just a almost completely exhausted Clovis point. Let's get a little impact fracture there. Kind of cool. So, set him over there. Another little preform I just chipped out of some hornstone. That's going to be a pretty one. Here we go. So I'll go ahead and bring my base in. I already took that one nice thinning flake from the base. You could almost call that a flute, I guess. So the way I usually do it is whichever side I have most convexity on, I'll flute first. And you can work towards that too by going down the edges and taking short flakes. That'll really give you the convexity out towards the center that you need. Just pushing these flakes straight in. Plenty of convexity over here. This is softened copper, and that's hardened copper that's in that ishy stick. So this is working a little better on this soft material. not softened copper, just soft copper. Unhardened. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more convexity over here. Let me go ahead and raise this up here. I'm going to go ahead and even out this little ridge I got. It's so off center, it's not going to be much help anyways. Take it down. Raise it back up. Okay. We'll switch back over to my Ishi stick. Take a couple guide flakes. Really all you're trying to do is create a ridge, an isolated platform basically. They sure seem to be wanting to run, so maybe it'll be a good flute. You want to kind of angle your flakes away from the, see I kind of pushed that one straight in and it fanned this way on me. If you angle them out this way, that'll help keep from taking out your flake fanning out. So that's not the prettiest fluting nipple ever, but it might work. Question is, how do I want to flute it? Think I can do it like that? Never tried. Kind of crushed on me. It's alright, I'll get another one. It's on a little better condition to get one now. There's a little step fracture right here, but I think I can undercut all that. I hope. Dang, that worked pretty good. I'll take it. Let's see what we can do over here now. Raking down to raise that edge up even more, so get every little bit of convexity I can squeeze out of this thing. I could do another set and get a little more, but I'm gonna go ahead and try this. For this one, I think I'm going to use my indirect stick. I'll just plant it on the inside of my thigh here. That thing don't look great. It's just too squared off right on the very edge there. Let's see. So I really need to. There we go. Whoop. Yeah. There we go. Way more better. I think that's it right there. Nope. Which one was it? I just seen it land down there. I thought I did. Anyway. Might be able to get another little one there. Ouch. It's nice and thin anyways, down at the base. Now we just gotta clean it up. It's almost got the shape of a redstone Clovis. They had multiple flutes on them too. I'm not sure where they're from. I had a request for one. I actually still need to do that. I made one and the customer wasn't happy with it, so I gotta do another one for him. He didn't send it back or anything. I just made one and sent a picture, and he said, I'd like it to be a little cleaner than that. So I gotta make him another one. The redstone Clovises seem like they're a little bit broader point, and they got multiple flutes on them. So this one, once I narrow it up a little bit, it won't look like that anymore. On these Clovis points, you kind of want to push straight in. You don't want it to get on a big angle. They're not like Dalton's. Most of the Clovises just are parallel flake, or just flake straight in, you know. Tame them ridges down a little bit. They were too distinguished going down through there. Now, the finish work on the edge work and stuff, you know, you can just take as much time as you want on that. A lot of times I'll go back on these points when I make a video and do quite a bit more edge work on them after I'm done, but it's just a matter of how much time and effort you want to put into it. I like to try to get them somewhat centered, and depends on what I'm making, you know. I'm just going to straighten these edges up a little bit before I grind them. When you straighten your bottom portion of your margins, you straighten them up, it really makes it really turns it into a Clovis, I think. Sometimes by the time you get done doing all your finish work and bringing the edges in, you can actually get another flute. It's not the case this time, but I'll even grind the surface along the edges a little bit. Kind of makes it look like it's got wear on it. Alright, that's it, guys. Clovis from Laurel Chert. Hopefully the lighting wasn't too bad. I got it backed off pretty good ways, so this white material has a tendency of flooding out the image real bad with the bright light, but there you go. Laurel Chert Clovis. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one.